standing up here would like to explain about grammar translation method. Which one? Before it, I would like to say thanks to our lecturer. And then the second, we would like to say thanks to our friends. And we hope you are watching this video. And directly, I would like to introduce myself and my friend's name. My name is Laila Roshida as the moderator and then the third speaker. And beside me,
Siti Musbatul Fatimah.
she is for the first speaker. And then beside her,
Mahmudin.
he is as the third speaker. Okay, directly to Sister Hatim. She will explain about grammar translation method. Time and place is yours.
For the first definition of grammar translation method is traditional method and that emphasize understanding to grammar rules and vocabulary through translation. For background, grammar translation method was the traditional way Latin and Greek were taught in Europe. In the 19th century, it began to be used to each modern language such as French, German, and English, and it is still used in some countries today. For the purpose, there is 5 purpose, and the first purpose helps students read and appreciate foreign language literature, and the second, study grammar of the target language. Third, better understand grammar of the native language through familiarity, and the fourth, speak and write their native language better. Last, intellectual growth through grammar exercise. For advantage and disadvantage, there is 3. Build a strong grammatical foundation. Second, improve reading and writing skill, and last, expand vocabulary. For disadvantage of JTM, let's emphasize on speaking and listening skill, and can be boring and uninteresting for students, and last, lack relevance to real life. For example, the grammar translated method is like learning a language by translating a sentence for English to Indonesian, and then learning the grammatical rules. For example, you translate the sentence, the cat is on the mat, into kucing itu berada di atas tikar. You also learn about the verb to be and in English. To address the shortcomings of the grammar translation methods, there are several methods aimed at overcoming these deficiencies to create a more engaging, comprehensive, and effective learning experience for students. There are 4 methods: the experiential learning model, lecturing, blended learning, and actions pronouns. And for these 4 topics will be explained by my 2 partner, Rudy and Rosa.
Okay, I want to continue the material. I want to explain about the experiential learning model. This approach emphasizes learning through direct experience. It is like learning by doing in the real experience or in the real world. The student learning doing by doing. The student learn from real experience like doing project, experiment or role play. They reflect on what they did and what they learned. Jadi experiential learning model yaitu eksperimental model pembelajaran pengalaman yang mana siswa itu melakukan sesuai pengalaman nyata atau mengerjakan proyek, percobaan atau bermain peran, play role. The next, lecturing. Lecturing is atau yang bisa dikenal bahasa kita itu kuliah umum. Lecturing is the old school method where the teacher talk and the student listen. Lots of into but not much interaction. In lecturing, when a teacher taught and explain the topic, while student listen and write menulis data. It is to give a lot of information in short time. Students usually take notes and ask questions if allowed. Jadi lecturing ini adalah kuliah umum di mana dosen atau guru itu hanya menjelaskan dan siswa mendengarkan dan mencatat dan bertanya bila ada pertanyaan seperti seminar dan lain-lain. Jadi basic from me.
Okay, thank you for Brother Rudy. And then for the next, that is for the third speaker, that is myself. Okay, here I will explain about blended learning, where blended learning is approach combine face-to-face interaction with digital or online interaction, such as usually a student learn in the class that's face-to-face interaction, and then after learn in the class in their home, they get tasks, and then they will do that in online interaction. As the example, you can make it easy that Memlas Miss material. Yes, we usually learn about listening, and then after that we get tasks from Memlas Me. We have to submit it by Google Classroom. So that's the example of blended learning. While for the next, that is asynchronous, where For example, you could watch a pre-record lecture and then complete the assignment by deadline. So maybe that's it from us. And then for the conclusion, actually each method has what is so important. Saling membutuhkan seperti itu, satu sama lain saling membutuhkan. Between